The Whaleman Foundation, aka Whaleman, was founded in 1995 by marine life photographer, filmmaker, and whale researcher Jeff Panahoff. Whaleman's mission is to forever preserve and protect dolphins, whales, and our oceans. Joining Whaleman are some of the world's leading image makers, including yours truly, Hayden Panettiere, Pierce Brosnan, and Isabel Lucas. Whaleman's first victory came when our film Gray Magic, The Plight of San Ignacio Lagoon, was presented to the United Nations in December 1999.
We're here on behalf of San Ignacio Lagoon, the United Nations World Heritage Site and Whale Sanctuary.
The film was key in stopping Mitsubishi Corporation from building the world's largest salt plant right in the heart of Mexico's San Ignacio Lagoon, a United Nations World Heritage Site and the last pristine mating and birthing grounds for the California gray whale. Our next film, Orcas in Crisis, played a pivotal role in helping to get the southern resident orcas, whose population had plummeted over 25%, put on both the US and Canada's endangered species list.
The orcas who live here, by no choice of their own, have become urban whales and are the most contaminated whales in the world.
If we compare the levels that we find in the southern resident killer whales to what we would see, say, in human populations, we see about a 200-fold difference. In other words, southern resident killer whales are approximately 200 times more contaminated than the average human being on the planet.
In 2002, we presented our film on the Makah Indians' illegal gray whale hunt to the International Whaling Commission.
Unlike their ancestors, the Makah are utilizing motorized chase boats, 50 caliber guns, and a U.S. Coast Guard escort. Thus far, this illegal gray whale hunt has already cost U.S. taxpayers over $4 million and has sparked an international controversy.
The film helped to revoke the Makah Indians' U.S. permit to hunt gray whales in the Olympic National Marine Sanctuary. Whaleman's next film, Deadly Sounds in the Silent World, winner for the Best Short Film at 2003 Jackson Hole Wildlife Film Festival, was presented to the U.S. Congress and its sequel to the United Nations in 2006.
Since the Bahama strandings, there have been several subsequent strandings connected to underwater sonic events. In 2002, Baja and the Canary Islands. In 2003, the San Juan Islands. In 2004, Hawaii, and again the Canary Islands. And in 2005, North Carolina and the Florida Keys.
The search for a cause still has not ruled out sonar from the submarine in the Keys at about the time of the stranding.
The films played a key role in helping to stop the worldwide deployment of a deadly, dangerous sonar system called LFA sonar by the U.S. Navy.
Look, if you had one shot, or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, that you capture, just let it slip.
Due to the ever-increasing threats to dolphins, whales, and our oceans, we officially launched our Save the Whales Again campaign in February 2007.
Save the whales, save the world. It's the catchphrase on the hit show Heroes. Actually, it's Save the Cheerleaders, Save the World. But if Hayden Panettiere has it her way, you'll do both.
On Heroes, she was the one who needed saving, but in real life, Hayden Panettiere is cheering on her own worldly cause. The 17-year-old is a spokesperson for the Save the Whales Again campaign. We were there as she and her superhuman co-stars debuted her new PSA.
Do you think that the whales have been saved? Think again.
Not alone in her attempt to ban whaling, Hayden is joined by Pierce Brosnan and Isabel Lucas.
Have you ever met a minke whale? I have. I swam with them just off our coast in the Coral Sea, and they're amazing.
And even though over 75% of Americans oppose whaling, our government is doing nothing to stop the slaughter. Don't let this cruel and needless slaughter continue.
According to Whale Watch, more than 2 million whales were killed in the 20th century alone.
Talk to your parents, organize your friends, stop this cruel and needless slaughter. It's our future. Take a stand.
A real-life hero, an unbelievable journey. 18-year-old Hayden put her life at risk. She joined a group of peaceful protesters at sea in an effort to save pilot whales, part of the dolphin family, facing death by Japanese fishermen. The group traveled on surfboards through water bright red from animals already slaughtered for their meat. The group's mission to form a memorial circle at Taiji Cove, where the whales were captured and trapped in nets. The peaceful protest took a turn when local fishermen converged, prodding the group with their sticks and propeller blades.
At one point, I actually had to take my foot out of the water because they got the propeller within inches.
So they're very aggressive. Did you ever fear for your safety or your life at all?
No. No. If anything, I kind of almost wanted them to hit me because it just would have made that much more of an impact.
Hayden paddled back to shore, choking back tears. She and the others quickly drove away. They barely escaped the angry fishermen.
Well, now we have these photos that are showing Hayden and the group surrounded by police. Jeff, you were right there. Did you get a sense at the time that they wanted to make arrests?
Yeah, at the time when we got pulled over, they had a roadblock set up, about 30 police officers, a big paddy wagon. I just kind of looked around at everybody and said, I think we're going to jail. So I was actually really surprised that we didn't.
Now, with possible arrests hanging over your heads, are you guys still planning to go back there?
You know, we definitely want to do something that's going to, you know, continue to raise awareness down there.
She was featured in one of the most pulse-pounding thrillers of the year, a gut-wrenching documentary about the killing of dolphins. Hayden Panettiere put her life on the line in the Oscar-winning film. Now she's back for more, and we have your first look. October 07, Hayden, just 17, and 5 others paddle out to confront a crew of Japanese fishermen. As seen in the documentary The Cove, the peaceful protest turns violent. The fishermen turn their poles and spinning propellers on the protesters.
We hugged strong, man. They were nailing us.
Hayden emerges from the confrontation and can't control her tears.
That was the most emotional thing about this, was just feeling powerless.
Now Hayden returns to the notorious Cove, her visit this time a lot less confrontational.
We're there to also to join them and to not disrespect them and to not point a finger at them.
That included getting hundreds of local kids to form a giant human painting, a man and a dolphin.
The biggest thing that it changed about me was the feeling of empowerment. It's so easy to say, I'm just one person. What could I possibly do?
I hope you'll join me in supporting the Whaleman Foundation. Let your voice be heard. We have the power to make a difference in our world.